Okay, so I am going to show you today how to use PicMonkey to take the background out of your picture. So I'm going to click Design, and I'm working with a square format. So what I want to do here is I'm going to work with one picture right now by itself. So I'm going to go to Overlay, and I'm going to choose Your Own. And we are going to use Carla. I'm going to use Carla here. And we're going to expand her because we want to get rid of this background and just have her in the center. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over to where it says overlay, because this picture is the overlay, and you're going to go to eraser. So you have your eraser here, and see, this is really small. You want something bigger than that. So you're going to turn it up to larger. And this is just a little technique that I use because sometimes it's hard to get a really nice edge here. But what I do is I just sort of start taking this and chunking out the edge. Now, obviously you're going to lose some of the hair here. And if you chunk it out, you're going to end up with sort of a wavy look to it. And I'll show you what I'm going to do to fix that in just a second. Sort of just lining it up with the natural shape of her hair. And you're going to go all the way around. Obviously, this is something that takes a little bit of time and practice to get it right. Because this can either look cool or it can look kind of weird. So, going around. And I'm trying to do this very quickly, but you can take your time on this, and it might make it look a little better. But I'm going to just do it real fast, just to demonstrate. You're going to lose a little bit of the edge of her shirt here because of the fact that her shirt's white and the background that you're going to be erasing to is white also. Okay, then you can come back and get rid of all these little pieces with the other edge of your eraser, just to clean it up a little bit. And you can get really nitpicky with this. It's really up to you how much you want to get into it. And obviously certain pictures are going to work better with this than others. Now we don't want to make her hair look bumpy here. So I'm just going to sort of smooth the line. Whoops. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to fix that. Okay, so I'm not going to do the whole thing just for the sake of time. Although these things make me crazy. I'm like the kind of person that wants it to look perfect. So anyways, I'm going to get it as best as I can. And then I'm just going to show you. Now, see how here I kind of went in a little too far on her hair, and here it looks kind of lumpy still. If you want to smooth that edge out, or if you messed up, you can go to this little brush, and it's the opposite of the eraser, and it sort of takes away what you just did. So I'm going to take away that little thing that I just did, and then you can come back, and it's like a back and forth thing, and you could spend forever on it. But you could take also, you go to the brush, and you can go to brush hardness, and it makes it almost like, almost like spray paint. You can kind of feather it out a little bit if you want to. Same way with the eraser. Or, yeah, it's going to erase it in less of a hard line. But I prefer it to be a little bit harder and just use the edge technique that I showed you before. Okay, so then once you're done with that, you can go and get rid of the rest of it. I don't think I made it quite hard enough. But then you've got here, and then you're going to want to go around and fix these See, it's not so hard, so it's sort of blending that in there. Now that looks kind of weird a little bit, but if it's not such a close-up picture, when you use it in your collage, it'll be fine. You can even just blend this out here and do a little there. Okay, so then you want to click Save. I'm going to call it Carla. Okay, and then I've got another photo editor over here now. I didn't want to use Kristen Walker as looking like that because I did one here earlier. I took Kristen, the background out of hers. So then when you come in, you can put your people in your little boxes. And see, from far away, it doesn't look so bad. You can, here, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm going to go to Edit. I want to zoom in on her a little bit. So I'm going to go to Basic, and you can make the size bigger, and you can move her into the center. Okay, and I want to do the same thing with Kristen. Click Edit, go zoom in on her a little bit, and move her over. See, because before she had a friend next to her, and I wanted it to just center on her. So now I have my other people to do. I can go back into PicMonkey and start doing my next one. And so that's how you take a background. Oops. That's how you take a background out, and it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty professional, and that's just a little trick for PicMonkey.